Episode 149. She ran away. Travis Green's home was not located in the center of Austin, but in a middle-class neighborhood outside the downtown area. It was quiet, cozy, and clean. Going up to the 16th floor, Serena entered her father's apartment, and Travis quickly cleaned up a room for her. It was a 2-bedroom apartment with simple and modern decorations, a classic Travis Green style. When he went to tidy up a room for her, she went to the kitchen and looked around, but found nothing. The fridge was empty, and there were lots of electrical appliances which were not connected to power. Thinking of the suitcase that he was carrying, Serena suddenly thought of a possibility. Was he going on a trip? Did he come back for me, and then spend all of his time helping me? Feeling touched and guilty at the same time, Serena closed the fridge. She saw Travis walking out from the room he was setting up for her. "All set. I'll take your luggage inside." She looked at him and nodded, following him inside. The apartment was not big, not even 1/3 of the size of Jake's house. But it was very well kept, clean and cozy. She could smell air freshener. Feeling a bit ashamed, he said, "It is a bit tight. You can stay here for now. We can get a bigger place later." She smiled and asked in a low voice, "Dad, why are you so good to me?" She wasn't technically his daughter, and he could have chosen to ignore her. However, he treated her like his own daughter, thoughtfully and warmly. She glanced at his suitcase, which had the security check tag from the airport on it. The date was of today, and she realized that he had come for her from the airport. Gentle as always, Travis smiled. "Little fool, because you are my daughter." Serena felt her heart warming up and her eyes getting wet. "Don't cry, my sweetheart. You won't be pretty anymore if you cry." Travis did not want to see her tears. "Are you hungry? I will take you out to eat. What do you want?" She shook her head. "I don't have an appetite." "You can't not take care of yourself because of the external circumstances. You have to eat, my love. Come, I'll take you to my favorite place." Pulled downstairs by Travis, Serena saw a noodle place after walking for a while. The noodle place looked modest, and the decorations were a bit old. However, it was very clean. An old man was sitting at the counter, watching television and holding a big white cat. Seeing Travis and Serena enter, the cat gave them a stare with its blue eyes and meowed. The old man looked up with a smile. "Well, well, well, look who it is. Travis Green, you're here. Didn't you say you're going to London today?" "Something came up and I came back." Travis obviously knew the old man well. "This is my daughter." The old man looked surprised. "Oh, you have a daughter? Aren't you single?" "Goddaughter." "Wait, she looks familiar. Is she the wife of the captain's grandson? The captain that travels around all the time despite his old age?" "Captain Henrik Robinson," said Serena. "Right, him. Are you that Mrs. Robinson?" Serena looked embarrassed. She seemed to have a tag that she could not get rid of. The effect of that press conference turned out to be annoyingly good. The old man looked knowingly at her, clapped his hands and said, "The old captain has great luck. All his grandsons were very capable, and one of them even has such a pretty wife. Your husband ranks the second, right?" "Yes. I think he's the most impressive among his brothers. All his family are in the military. and then he went into business despite everyone's objection, and became quite successful. That is great. You're very lucky to have married a guy like that." Serena smiled reluctantly. Travis gave her a light push and said to the old man, "The same old. Double." "Right away." The old man's attention was diverted. "2 of Green's order." Serena heard that and immediately chuckled. What the heck was Green's order? Seeing her smile, Travis knew that he had taken her to the right place and explained, "I'm a frequent at this restaurant. They all know me and what my favorite is." The restaurant had become popular because of Travis Green's patronage. His reputation really worked for the business. The food was soon served. It was glass noodles with dried kimchi and chicken dumpling soup. Serena took a fork and spoon and slowly stirred the soup. Travis was hungry, so he was eating fast. On the other hand, she was eating with small bites because of her bad mood. It was past 8 p.m., and it was already dark outside. Serena's phone rang and buzzed on the table. The screen showed, "Darling calling." She turned the sound off. After the call went to voicemail, she turned off her phone and put it aside. Seeing that, Travis continued eating the noodles and asked, "Are you in a fight?" Serena did not answer and took another bite of the noodles. Jake was about to go mad. As soon as he went home, he searched the house inside and out. He couldn't find Serena anywhere. She did not answer his call and even turned off her phone. Being timid, she did not have many friends or classmates that she would go to. Austin was so big, so where would she go? The first location Jake had in mind was her school. He asked Miranda to look for her there. And the second location Jake thought of was where Henry Miller was. Thinking of the possibility that she might be spending time with Henry, Jake felt his heart flaming. Driving to Austin's first hospital, Jake found Henry's room and barged in. Henry had an IV drip attached to him, with a laptop in front of a small bed table. His hand without the needle in it was hitting the keyboard. Seeing Jake Robinson in front of him, he looked surprised and then sneered. "Mr. Robinson, how are you?" "Where is she?" "She?" Henry immediately thought of Serena. "You're looking for Sunshine?" Sunshine. The intimacy of Henry calling her that made Jake even angrier. "Did she come to visit you today?" "Ha! With a husband like you? She doesn't even have the right to visit a friend. So how would she dare to visit me?" He sneered at Jake, looking back to his laptop screen. Suddenly, Henry stopped what he was doing. "Is she missing?" Jake pursed his lips and clenched his fists. Although he did not want to admit it, she might have run away without notifying anyone. He left Henry Miller's room and saw a child playing with a toy piano in the hospital corridor. Jake paused for a second and thought of someone else.